What's going on, Q-Son? It's James Haley here. It's February 20th. I'm going to be performing the cranial nerves 1 through 12 exam. Here I have Gabrielle. She's going to plug one of her nostrils, breathe in for cranial nerve 1, and she's going to do the other side as well. Awesome. This time she's going to do it with her eyes closed, and go ahead and breathe in now. And other side. Gabrielle, sorry about that. Could you identify the scent?
Cinnamon.
And was it the same on both sides,
Yes.
intensity? All right,
Yes.
awesome. We're going to perform the cranial nerve 2 fundoscopic exam. And I'm going to come in with my left hand, make sure it's on. I'm going to make sure it's on 6. And I'm going to come in, first off looking for the red reflex. And as I change position, look for the artery and then the optic cup and disc. And any abnormalities here could be identified as cottonwool spots, glaucoma, or papilledema. Next up, we're going to try this side. Again, red reflex, artery, all the way to the optic cup and disc. And that's looking great. We're going to flash the light back on here. Now before the peripheral field exam, to where Gabrielle will cup one of her eyes. Just go ahead and focus right here, okay? And then let me know whenever you see my fingers.
No. No.
Awesome.
No.
Very good.
No. No. No.
Okay, excellent. Now switch eyes. Focus right here.
No.
And if you can just keep your eyes straight ahead.
No. No.
Excellent.
No. No.
Paul, you got a good angle?
Yes.
No.
Okay, awesome. Okay, next up, we're going to perform the direct and consensual light test. I'm going to get my pen light out here. And first, I'm going to go direct. Make sure that pupils are constricting both direct and indirect. And if this eye is not directly constricting and it's not indirectly constricting either, it's going to be a cranial 2 lesion, whereas a cranial nerve 3 lesion will be constriction on one eye and then no constriction on the other. Okay? And then I'm going to perform the swinging light exam. So turn this on. And then if one of the light is not, or one of the pupils are not constricting efficiently, then that could be indicative of a Marcus gun pupil, which is an optic anterior optic chiasm lesion. I think that we're doing this 3 times each eye. She's looking good to go. All right, next up, I'm just gonna have you look forward. I'm gonna identify any ptosis going on, and she's as pretty as a picture. She looks fantastic. Next, she's gonna close her eyes, and I'm looking for any blepharospasm, which is any like spasming of the eyelids, and she's good to go once again. Next, we're gonna do convergence and accommodation. This one will be convergence, so I want you to keep your eyes focused on my finger wherever it goes. And now, as the examiner, I'm making sure that her eyes are constricting and moving properly, both medially and laterally. I'm gonna do this one more time. And fantastic. Keep your eye focused on my finger here, and then I want you to look at that wall whenever I say. So my finger and the wall, my finger and the wall, my finger and the wall, my finger and the wall. Okay, and I'm making sure that the lens is thickening, and there's also constriction going on during this test. As we move on to our next adventure, field of gaze, this is going to be an H in space test. I'm going to have her focus on my finger and follow it wherever it goes, and I will be pausing at the end after 3 times, checking for end stage nystagmus. Very good. Up. Up. And hold for 3 seconds again for end stage nystagmus. Perfect. Next, we're going to go cranial nerve 5, sensory and motor. So, Gabrielle, I just want you to feel this on your hand. Make sure that that's okay. I'm going to do that on your face and make sure cranial nerve 5 is working properly. So, Was that intensity the same all the way through?
Mhm.
Excellent. Was that intensity the same all the way through?
Yes.
Was it the same on side to side?
Yes.
Was the intensity the same all the way through
Yes.
there? Was the intensity the same all the way through
Yes.
here? Was it the same side to side?
Yes.
Perfect. Was the intensity the same all the way through there?
Yes.
Was the intensity the same all the way through here?
Yes.
Was the intensity same side to side?
Yes.
Very cool. All right, we're gonna get a little bit tougher here. Does that feel okay?
Mhm.
All right, awesome. We're gonna go up here and do the exact same test. Intensity same all the way through there.
Yes.
Is the intensity same all the way through there?
Yes.
Was it the same side to side?
Yes.
Perfect. Intensity same all the way through there.
Yes.
Intensity same all the way through here.
Yes.
Intensity same side to side.
Yes.
Intensity same all the way through here.
Yes.
Intensity same all the way through here.
Yes.
Intensity same side to side.
Yep.
Awesome. Next, I will be performing the temporalis and masseter check. If you can just close your eyes right down. I just want to make sure that these are working properly. The tone is fantastic, so that's good. And now I'm going to have you resist against my hand here. Awesome, very strong once again. But here's the doozy. I'm going to open her mouth and I'm going to make sure that her jaw reflex is working. And third time's a charm. And we are doing great, and that looks good. Cranial nerve 7 motor is up next. And what we're going to do here is elevate your eyebrows and close them tight. And that's strong. Next I'm going to have puff out your cheeks. Awesome. And that's good. Puff cheeks. Oh, guy walks into a bar. Awesome. Okay, so that's good too, the volatile smile. We're gonna move on to cochlea and vestibular. I'm gonna move my fingers just like that. Can you hear that?
Mhm.
Let me know when you can.
No.
Okay, and this side, can you hear
Yes.
that? Let me know when you can.
No.
Okay, awesome. Good to go. Next, I'm going to do a Weber's and Renee's test. As we know, you're gonna let me know whenever it lateralizes to one side or the other, okay? I'm gonna start it over right here. Here we go.
Left side.
Left side, okay. And now we're gonna perform Renee's test. Let me know whenever you can hear this.
No.
And can you hear that?
Yes.
Okay, so that's indicative of sensory neural loss on the contralateral side. And if it wasn't, then if she could not hear that, then that would be conduction loss on the ipsilateral ear. Next, we are going to do tandem gait. Actually, stand right there. I want to make sure your resting stagger is looking good. I'm searching on. And it's looking awesome. So if you can just stand up, I want you to watch heel to toe, about 5 steps, and I'm going to make sure that I'm here to catch Gabrielle if need be, but she has fantastic balance, so it's probably not going to happen. You can flip over the other side and do this time with your eyes closed. Just again, making sure. Very good, Gabrielle. You can sit back down. Awesome, 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 awesome. You can go ahead and open your mouth for me. I'm going to check for any fasciculations and or atrophy on one side or the other. If you can stick out your tongue for me. And again, looking for the tongue, any atrophy or fasciculations, but looking if it's deviating to one side or the other, and it's looking fantastic. Now I want you to stick your tongue on one side of your cheek, and that's looking good, and other side, and that's looking good too. So our tongue is nice and strong. Next we're going to perform the gag reflex, and if you can just open up your mouth, please. Over here. You feel that? Did you feel that? Okay, so I was making sure the gag reflex is not there, but I was making sure that she could feel it, so cranial nerve 9 is intact. If you can open your mouth for me, I'm going to make sure palate elevation is working good as well. So if you can just give me one long and give me 5. Okay, give me 5 here. Awesome. And I'm going to make sure that the palates are raising on both sides, and if there was a lesion, one of the sides would not be raising, and the uvula would deviate away from the lesion. Next, we are going to form SEM and trapezius muscle strength. If you can put your ear to your shoulder, perfect. And that's looking strong. And that's looking strong. Bilaterally, we always check, even on cranial nerve 9. Now I want you to take your head to the left and flex it up. And that SEM is quite strong. And the other SEM is quite strong as well. Here's 11 and 12. 11 is good. All cranial nerves are good. Thank you guys very much. What's the time?